All right, so Bitcoin has broken its range to the downside. We saw a 4% move outside of this range. We didn't SFP these lows and get a move back into this range. We've closed some high time frame candles outside this range. We've closed a daily candle outside this range. So it is seeming more unlikely now that we will get a quick move back into this range. So it is seeming like we have gotten this confirmed breakdown out of this range, something that I've been waiting for and I've been talking about for a while now. I am still in this short from up here. I took a lot of profits out at the lows of this range. In fact, I took some out right before the dump, but I still kept some open and I still haven't taken any profits on this move because if we are going to see a larger retracement, if this money flow is going to continue to bleed out and basically spend some time in the red here before we reverse, then I'm probably expecting more downside. And the reason that I was expecting this range to break to the downside, or at least the reason I was willing to bet on it, is simply because of what I was seeing on Market Cipher. Market Cipher is a great tool, especially Market Cipher B. It gives you a great visualization of the money flow and the momentum in the market. And I especially like the money flow on Market Cipher B because money is what moves the markets. Money is what creates the momentum for these moves. And when you see the money flow start to come in, when money flow has been in the red and then it starts to come back up, like what we saw over here, you notice that is when we get those large moves to the upside. And, we saw that back here. We got a large move to the upside. The money flow really came in on this move. We got very thick money flow. Momentum came very high up. And, this was the result. We got a large move. But since we, started making these highs back here, price has been diverging from the momentum and from the money flow. You can see the money flow bleeding out, money leaving the market, and you can see momentum slowing down. And things can take time to play out. Price was diverging for 20 days or so before we actually started getting that bearish market structure. But the point is, because I saw money leaving the market, because I saw the momentum slowing down as price was making higher highs, but very slowly. We were kind of forming a distribution pattern or something up here, just barely making higher highs. We kept taking out the highs. And because price was diverging from momentum and money flow, it made me think it is much more likely that we would see downside than upside. And I mean, if it was upside, we maybe would have just taken out the highs again, or maybe just gotten one last push up. But ultimately, I knew that the probabilities would lean towards us getting a retracement, getting a move down, because when you see these high time frame divergences, they tend to play out at some point. And this, 12-hour money flow was what was keeping me a little bit uncertain because, the fact that this money flow was so thick, especially as we were making these highs up here, it could have made it possible for us to continue making higher highs here, even if it was an unsustainable move, even if we came right back down afterwards. There still was that chance because of the higher term money flow. But what we saw as we made this last high, we saw more divergence in momentum. In fact, we saw another very local divergence here. This last momentum wave printed a lower high. And we saw the money flow begin to bleed out as well. As we made that last high, the money flow diverged as well. And so because of that, plus what I saw when I zoomed in, it was seeming like the bearishness was bleeding into the higher time frames. And I was basically waiting on this break to the downside. Now, right now, we are sitting at a level of support. This is a level I talked about in previous videos. The highs of this range plus this golden pocket pulled from that wick down there. And this is also a key support resistance area if you zoom out. Previously, Bitcoin has respected this level. And, we're consolidating around this area. we are getting some medium-term bull divs. If you look at the 24-minute, the money flow has been increasing as price has been making lower lows here. We, may actually start dumping some more. I did take a little long scalp down here, which might get stopped out right now if we lose that 786. Yeah, ultimately, because we've now lost this range, I am still expecting further downside. I think this retracement will take a bit of time to play out. Maybe we come back up for a lower high somewhere, which if we did come up for a lower high, especially around this key area, the value area low of this range, and we also got some fib levels in this area, golden pockets, and I think I also have an NDPOC right in the middle of that box. Right there we have that NDPOC. It's a bit hard to see because it's right at the value area low, but I am liking this zone for a potential lower high. Ultimately, I do think that we will see further downside here. This was a very violent move to the upside, and price doesn't just move one direction. Given the fact that the money flow on the 4 hour is continuing to make lower lows, we did just barely get this bull div, but this could flop over and this momentum wave could come down further. The money flow is sort of making me think that is likely, and we didn't see many other bull divs as we made these lows. And so, yeah, honestly, at this point, I am maybe looking to hold this short all the way down to this key zone down here, the larger range value area low, along with the golden pocket, which may have adjusted. But yeah, that golden pocket's still coming in right around that value area low as well. So I may be looking to hold this swing short all the way down there. I may be looking for some long scalps along the way down. And yeah, this key back test could make for a juicy lower high. And yeah, if we reject from there, I'd probably expect lower. If we reclaim this and hold it as support, then who knows what could happen after that? Maybe higher highs again. Even though I think that is a lot more unlikely. I would really have to see some bullish signs, like we'd have to hold this as support and then break above the point of control, break above these highs that we put in before the dump. And yeah, honestly, I think us reclaiming this range is looking a lot more unlikely now. But anyways, I think that is about it. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Really appreciate the support, and I will see you all in my next one.